If you want to see less immigrants in Canada, you should also be in favor of fourplexes. Let me explain. Right now, Canada's replacement rate is about 1.3 children per woman, which is below the global average of 2.1. If your number is less than 2, it means that your population is not growing domestically. Canada's population has for decades now been growing through immigration. And yes, we do either need to have more babies or bring in more immigrants because we need more people in the workforce to afford all of the boomers who are going to be retiring in the Grey Tsunami. So what does this have to do with fourplexes? I was watching this interesting video by TLDR Global about South Korea's fertility rate and why it's so low. And while there are a lot of reasons, one of the contributing factors is the fact that South Korea's main city, Seoul, has about 50% of the population and it's one of the densest cities in the world, leading to most people and families living in apartment complexes. And globally speaking, there is a direct correlation between your dwelling type and your fertility rate. And so while yes, building detached houses would be the best for the fertility rate, that's not always the most practical thing to do. Building duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes, townhouses, row homes, that's so much better for the fertility rate than just building condos. So we don't just need density, we need missing middle housing. This is good for families because families are less likely to have more kids if they're living in a cramped apartment. Because it's not just about having square footage, it's about having a backyard and a front yard and a driveway and a garage. And not everybody can afford a fully detached home. And while yes, the hook of my video was a little bit misleading, if you're the type of person who's typically NIMBY-ish on this type of stuff and we're against fourplexes, I hope you understand why fourplexes are important for family building. Regardless of the immigration argument, that was just a hook. Because Canadians are less likely to have families, to have larger families when they don't have places for their kids to grow up.